Hi everyone, welcome to our Swadhyaya challenge. Today we have very young master who has been very inspirational for the current day teens or kids. Her name is Pavani Konda. She is 14-year-old, an 8th grader. She lives in Iowa. She started her meditation journey 6 years back along with her parents. She practices meditation daily and participate in Sajjana Sangatya and volunteer in spreading meditation in Zoom and in person in Iowa by supporting her parents with setting up stalls, explain what is Anapanasati meditation and its benefits to new people. Also participated and volunteered in 2023 Dhyana Chakra 1 that happened in Dallas and Dhyana Maha Yagnam in Kattal. Personally, I know Pavani. I met Pavani during Dhyana Maha Chakram in Dallas. She's very active, come forward voluntarily in giving so many ideas. Like I was in seating management and she came up and giving ideas how we can make them keep silent. Or they're very active. And she also started reading books, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and Jonathan Livingston Seagull, and so on. So, Pavani, thank you so much for coming to our the book club. I wanted you to share anything that I have not covered about yourself. If you want to talk more about your meditation and how you're enjoying the meditation, and then we will go ahead and start the meditation for 10 minutes. Then you can take us through the book. That's the format for today.
Yeah, hi, Auntie. Thank you for having me here today. So we can start with the meditation right away, and in the end, after the book, I'll show how the book, I'll talk about how the book helped me and how I implanted it into my daily life. So yeah, we'll begin with the meditation.
Okay. Do you want to guide, Nana?
Sure, Auntie.
Okay, I can go ahead and play a music. So meanwhile, you can just explain what is Anapanasati and what is the rules a little bit, and then yeah.
My dear friends, my dear masters, in today's meditation session, we'll be practicing a meditation technique called Anapanasati meditation. Anapanasati meditation is basically focusing on your breath and seeing where it goes and inhaling with your nose and just observing your breath. So that's the technique we'll be using today. So
Okay, as the music is okay.
you put it down to the volume.
Okay.
Close your eyes, masters. Remove your glasses if you have any. Clasp your hands, cross your legs, and observe your breath.
My dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods of India and the rest of the world. Today, we are sitting in meditation. We are in meditation. Don't open your eyes. Be with the breath. What a great day today. A day when we are in deep meditation. Every day should be in deep meditation. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, every day we should spend with closed eyes in our chosen spot, in our own house, in a darkened room. Some nice fragrances around, nice perfumes around. In total darkness, a nice comfortable seat, totally relaxed, crossed legs, crossed feet, crossed hands, crossed fingers. No sounds whatsoever in the mouth, and no forms whatsoever in the mind. Being with the breath. Eyes are closed, my dear friends. No thoughts in the mind. The first law of the science of meditation says when you are with the breath, the mind becomes empty. So, let us all be with the breath. The breath is the reigning deity in meditation. My dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods, meditation is the most important thing which energizes our body, which energizes our mind. My dear friends, don't open your eyes, come what may. What a wonderful thing meditation is. Every child, every youth, every adult, every old, everybody should meditate every day. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Please don't open your eyes.
Last 1 minute, masters. Last 30 seconds. Slowly try to come back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gently rub both of your hands and keep it on your eyes for 2 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you, Pavani, for giving the intro of Anapanasati. You can go ahead. You can go ahead and take us through the book. You're mute, or you're not able to hear you.
Yeah. Thank you, Pushpanti, for guiding us and also playing for the music. At the end, you said, yeah. Okay. So today, the book that I'm going to be talking about is Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It is written by Richard Bach. So the way that I'm going to be explaining this book is Jonathan Livingston Seagull is divided into 4 parts, each of them representing different stages of Jonathan's journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. So the first part is the story begins with Jonathan Livingston Seagull's struggle to fit in with this flock. He struggles to fit in with this flock because he, unlike all the other members, all the other seagulls, Jonathan is obsessed with mastering the art of flight. He wants to fly more than anything. While the other seagulls are just content with finding food, Jonathan really wants to master the art of flying. He practices maneuvers, learns to fly at incredible speeds, and experiments with complex techniques. He wants to pursue and perfect the art of flying no matter what the rest of his flock thinks. And eventually he's banished for his refusal and also for disrupting the way of the rest of the flock. So summary of the part 1, he wants to really learn how to fly and is obsessed with it, while the rest of the seagulls are content with just finding food and living. So because he is not fitting in with the rest of the flock, he is removed from the flock and has to find a new way to live and has to live in solitary. In part 2 of the book, after his banishment, Jonathan embarks on a solitary journey. During this time, he meets a group of enlightened seagulls who share his passion for flight and who teach him that there's more to life than the physical world. So he learns from those seagulls that no matter what other people think or how they think about you, you should learn what you should feel and strive to do what you're passionate about. So after he meets the eagles, they introduce him to the idea that life is not just about survival, but also about discovering one's true self and passion. Jonathan learned about the concepts of heaven and perfection, not as places or goals, but as states of being where one strives for self-improvement and mastery. So when they talk about the concepts of heaven and perfection, they say that they're not heaven. Most people think about it as a place and perfection as a goal, but they're just states of being. When you think about heaven, you think about this place where you're extremely happy, no troubles, you're just content with everything. But Jonathan learns that it's not just a place to be in, it's the way you feel and how you are. So, and then for perfection, he discovers that it's just when you feel that something is perfect, you feel content with it, you feel that you're happy and that it is just right. And so he learns that it's just a state of being where you understand that everything is perfect the way it is. And then after he learns about the concepts of heaven and perfection, he returns to the earthly world with a newfound understanding and begins teaching other seagulls who are willing to learn this. So he finds students who are like him are eager to transcend from the physical existence and learn towards the spiritual path of being content with everything and learning. Jonathan's teachings emphasize and give importance to freedom, individuality, and the pursuit of one's passion. He becomes a mentor and a spiritual guide, helping others to realize their potential and to understand that their true nature is limitless. So in part 3, he goes about and teaches other seagulls, and he finds students that were like him, who are wanting to learn, and that there is more to than just the physical stuff around us, and that he sees that there is more to than just trying to live, and there's more to the world. So he teaches them that you have to understand your potential and you have to be how you are, and that your true nature is when your passion, the way you understand everything is limitless. In the final part 4, Jonathan becomes a symbol for enlightenment and self-finding. He passes his knowledge to the rest of his students and particularly focuses in a young seagull named Fletcher Lynn Seagull. As Jonathan, when he wants to move on to the higher plane of existence, he reassures or tells Fletcher that the path of self-discovery and pursuit of perfection are ongoing processes all the time. Jonathan, the book ends with him transcending the physical world, but his teachings live through students and how they strive to teach other seagulls through it. So most of this book is often interpreted as a human condition, particularly the struggle to find meaning and purpose in life. It speaks to the idea that true happiness and fulfillment do not come from other people or social expectations, but from one's path and reaching one's full potential. This story encourages readers to embrace their own uniqueness and to pursue their passions with dedication, and also to seek spiritual and personal growth beyond this material world, and also to see that it is spiritual and there's more to this world than just the physical stuff around us. So this book was really short, and that was what I understood from it. And one way that I understand this book is when they talk about being content with what you are and not seeking seeking what other people think about you. I used to care a lot about what other people thought about me, and like how, oh, if I did this, what would they think? If I did this new class, would my friends think that it was weird or like that I wasn't good at it? After reading this book, one thing that I learned was just to become content with what you're doing and to also try to master it to perfection that made you happy with it. So that was a couple of things that I got out of this book. And also when PSSM, if you think about it, it helps you find your inner self, because while you're doing meditation, you learn about finding your inner self and finding out that there's more than this physical world, and there's a lot of other stuff that you can be happier with. And it also teaches you, meditation also teaches you to be like self-content, and also makes you a happier person. So that's one way that it connected with my life and with the things that are around me. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions?
That's cool, Pavani. So you have really, put the entire book, like the high essence. So, like you said, when Jonathan wanted to go to the higher planes, right? So, what should we learn from that one? Can you explain a detail about it, or anything that you can apply to your life, day-to-day life? How?
Jonathan, when he said he wanted to go to the higher plane, he wanted to live beyond this world. He wanted to know more. And when I thought about this, the first thing that came to my mind was Sage Wisdom. So it helps, like, for me, Sage Wisdom helped me, like, learn more about, like, life after death, more like spiritual stuff. So that was one way that I took it.
That's really cool. That's really nice. So, do you want to talk more about the Setu wisdom? What all you liked? Yeah, as you mentioned, the higher planes, but what other topics?
A big thing that I understood out of Sage Wisdom is you create your own reality. So it also connects to this book in one way. Is Jonathan created his own reality by striving to learn more, and also he was fine with getting pushed out of his group and his family and friends and all of that. He created his own reality by learning more about himself and becoming content with what he is and discovering his true self. So that was one thing.
That's nice. It connects the Setu wisdom and Jonathan Livingston Seagull. So, what do you mean by creating reality, right? So, how do we create our reality?
When you think about you create your own reality, your choices, the way you are, the people around you, everything affected because let's say I'm taking a test, I have a test tomorrow. I could either become really upset and think, oh, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Or you could create a more happier environment and study and like up yourself by saying that I will do this, I will pass tomorrow, I'll do it. So that's an example.
That's nice. By changing your thought pattern, you're creating your own reality, the way how you think. Okay, cool. Anybody have any questions? I know this is very short book, and then Pavani has done really great job in summarizing it.
Thank you, Pavani. That was really beautiful. You just touched the points. I read this book maybe like 3 years back, but you gave real good essence of it, Jonathan Siegel. And I loved the way you explained it. Great. Yeah, I had something, but then after seeing you, I forgot what I was uh, wanting to ask or tell. But anyways, great work. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and sharing this book again, because recently uh, I got a message that I have to read Jonathan Livingston Seagull, and I did not had a book. Today I just came across this flyer and I thought, okay, I'm not gonna miss it. So thank you coming as an angel and reading this book for us. Thank you, Pavani.
Thank you, Swapnanti, for sharing.
Hi, Pavani. You explained and summarized the book very nice. Wonderful. We have to practice the how Jonathan Livingston that one tried out of his comfort zone. That is a wonderful message given by Jonathan. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Satish. Do you have anything
Yeah,
to
I have
add?
already spoken. Yeah, it was a very great book. I have heard from Newton sir about this book. There was a wonderful message after hearing from Newton sir.
What
Yeah,
is what?
we have to come out of our comfort zone and we have to find out our true potential from this by seeing the Jonathan Seagull. So that there is lot of potential in us. Just we have to awaken and try trust ourselves first of all. So we
Mm,
can do miracles if you have that trust.
mm,
Yeah, thank you.
nice, nice. And I
Yes,
really
thank
like
you.
the way Jonathan makes the effort, right?
Yes.
So the very first chapter, like he's continuously
Mm,
trying, trying and
yes.
trying, trying. Their parents were thinking, "Oh man, what are you doing?" So it's really, yeah, and the way they explain with the seagull, right? It is not a person; it's a bird, and bird knows its capabilities. She don't bother about her capability, but
Yes.
she try continuously have that attempt. Okay, cool. Anybody else have Sheetal? You wanna say something about this book?
Yeah, actually, I love the way she simply explained, and I love all the outputs and inputs you have given for this book. Actually, I read this book very long time back, but of course, I learned from this book that what we see versus what is beyond. So we always, I mean, I learned that always see beyond, have a vision of beyond, then you will be able to reach, right? So that is what I got from this book. And he's always targeting for stars, right? So, and I love his inspiration. So whatever limited things for now, like in this situation, seemed that there are no possibilities, but he was never paid any attention. Only his target was only stars and reaching the sky high. I really love that concept from this book. Thank you so much, Pavani. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So anything else you wanted to add, Pavani? Like what you wanted to tell people who wants to read this book, and how do you put this book to your friends or like family? What is that you like about it?
One thing that I really liked that this book showcased was how Jonathan didn't give up on anything, even though like everybody else said it was a waste, give it up, it's not good, it's doesn't fit in. Jonathan still was very passionate about flying and still went through with it, and he mastered it, and he was very content about it. So he discovered his true self and also was very passionate about what he did. So that was one thing.
Good, good. You think personally it is helpful for everybody?
Yes, because when you're doing a task or anything, you can have obstacles. You can have people telling you to give it up, but if you're really passionate about it, then you'll still do it and you'll end up mastering it. So that was a thing.
Okay. Very sweet, short, sweet, to the point, crisp,
I
direct.
wanted to add one point, Pushpa. Pavani, I liked it when you said um, that this book also helped you not to think from other, like what other people are thinking about you. You are not worried anymore, and you are living for, like, you are doing whatever you are doing for yourself. I really loved it because that is what I know. I have two teenage girls, and and it's not only just the teenage, but we all of us are in a society where it's like most of the time we live for like what the others are going to say, what the others are going to think if we do that. But you being a eighth grader and a 14-year-old, learned that. I really appreciate it, and I really loved it when you said that, and. I know I was once that. Um, so I also came out of that fear. So thank you. And also, in this book, like you all said, Pushpa, Sheetal, and Satish, you all said how we are more than what we think, right? So that is what it says. Being a small bird, and it tries to fly high every time. Like it tries to go higher and higher. And even though their crowd says, like, our job is to steal the fish, and we had that is what we have to do. But Jonathan does not like it, and he's always a different, unique from their crowd, and he tries to go into that spiritual path, and that finally finds that. Um, so at that time, I felt like there is it's I mean, spirituality is not just for only certain people, but everybody can go to that nirvana state, and but you have to try for it. So because you are at some point you are limited to some thoughts, and somebody is pulling back you from there, like, okay, hold on, like, no, this is your limit, this is your limit. But no, that is not your limit. That it's you go, it's beyond the limit, so there is no limit. So that is what I think about it too. Thank you. Thank you, Pavani. Thank you so much, Beta. I'm really like seeing you. It's making me happy. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And one more point I want to add. So, as Jonathan used to fly high, there are a few masters who are at higher planes. They are going to help us. So, whenever we are at each and every state, there are a lot of help. Just we have to think that there will be some help will come from masters. That is also one good point I have learned. So, always there is a help. Just believe that there is a help. And one more point is after learning that how to reach the higher planes, again Jonathan came to that earth plane and teaching the others like what he has learned. So like what we have our experiences or what we have learned wisdom, we have to share up to other people. Then only that is the true enlightenment. I can say that. So some people are struggling, means trying to achieve that one, but so when we are helping that one, it makes easy for the next generation or next who are in that path. That was the extraordinary thing that Jonathan Segal was done. That great work, explaining others or a new one who are trying it. That's
Beautiful.
a wonderful message.
Beautifully said. Like it's exactly matches the PSSM.
PSSM, yes,
Learn the meditation and you teach the meditation.
this
You
is the
go to the higher planes and help others also to evolve so that
yes,
you raise collectively. So
yes,
you build a
and
beautiful world. Yeah.
yes, and there should be always love and compassion to achieve that one. That's true. That is the highest potential. When there is love, then there is evolution in there.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Pavani, you have anything more to add?
No, Auntie, we about summarized it
How
all.
are you finding the book reading? Are you reading book books? Uh,
Yeah.
just started. Thank you, Sheetal. Thank you so much. Yeah, tell me your book reading experience. Like if you want others to read book, like how do you want it to put that? Are you enjoying the book reading?
Yes, I am. So when
And
you go ahead.
sorry, can I ask Pavani? Sorry, Pushpa, the
Sure,
same
sure. Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead.
Can you give some motivation to the youth
Our kids.
generation? Yeah, how to read the spiritual books, not the fantasy books. Not only the fantasy, but the spiritual books also.
Uh, I would suggest that everyone also read books like spiritual books as well, because it will help you learn more as well. But there's also some very interesting topics to learn about. I personally like Sith wisdom books such as Life After Death, because thought power, mind power, they help you. They teach more about yourself, but then there's also like cooler subjects you can learn about. So that's one thing you should read spiritual books for. So
Nice.
yeah,
Thank you, Pavani. Nice.
thank you, Swapnanti.
Thank you so much, Pavani. Thank you to your parents, Malishwari, and your father, who is actually, encouraging you in, taking to the different activities, either DMC or in spreading the meditation, or coming to the Swadhyaya challenge. Like I did not ask, like you come up by yourself. So proactively, thank you so much, Nana. It was a wonderful session. It was so great to have you in our session today.
Thank you, Pushpanti, for having us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pavani. You have summarized the message of this book very nicely. Thank you so much.
Is everyone coming to rally this
Yep.
September? Yeah. See you all there then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Let's close the session then.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.